Hi, the video you're about to see is me doing a real-world comparison of the Chinese copy of the GoPro 4. I've got several GoPros and I'm always worried about the cost of the GoPro itself coming off the motorcycle. So anyway, instead of buying another GoPro 4 Black, I bought a £45 4K Ultra HD Chinese copy of the GoPro. Connects over Wi-Fi. The battery life is definitely better than the GoPro minute per minute. The film that you see is filmed at 1080p at 60 frames per second and taken on the 1969 B175 Bantam. I'm actually stood out in the rain at the moment, and the clip is completely unedited in Adobe Premiere Pro video editing software, and no colour correction or sharpness filters have been applied. In fact, I'm actually stood out here on a dull overcast January day and it's actually raining, so it'll give you an idea. My general opinion is that whilst it claims to be filming at 1080p, and indeed the pixel width and height shows that it is 1080p at 60 frames per second, the middle and far distance image resolution is nowhere near as good as a GoPro 4, but it's certainly fit for purpose for filming in precarious positions on the bottom of my quadcopter, and typically in conditions that I wouldn't normally take a GoPro out or into. See what you think, and I'll put at the bottom of the video I'll put a hyperlink to this camera and its link on eBay. Anyway, enjoy the video, and it makes interesting viewing purposely to consider whether these cameras at £40, i.e. about 10% of the top GoPro 4s, are actually worth the money. Enjoy.
Okay, so this short clip is taken on the BSA Bantam. There's no colour correction done on this video shot. I'm looking at the middle distance, the hedgerows where there is low light, looking for pixelation. I'm looking at the extreme corners, bottom right, top left, bottom left, top right, and I'm looking to see if there's any difference in sharpness on the video. If we look at my arm, as we approach the handlebars, there's definitely areas there that it's not in focus, but I think it's unreasonable to expect that a camera that's focused predominantly at around the 15-foot mark to infinity, that we would expect reasonable focus on this shot. Overall, looking at this shot compared to the GoPro 4 and taking into account the weather conditions, there's certainly a little bit more grain, if that's the right word. It's certainly a little bit fuzzier in the middle and long distance shot. It's certainly sharp when I pause the video and have a look at what's actually been rendered by the lens. And you've really got to consider that at 10% of the cost of a GoPro camera, is this a good enough rendition of a motorcycle ride taken on a wet, cold January 2017 day compared to, is it rendered any less on this £40 camera compared to a £400 camera? I think the answer has to be yes. It's not as good a quality as a £400 camera, but it's £40. What is really nice is the microphone seems to pick up crisper audio than a GoPro. The case is very, very similar. The two are not interchangeable, so you do need the Chinese case, as it has a mode switch button left and right side of the camera. So whilst it's good on audio, the picture is probably 70% of what we would expect for a GoPro. So overall, I'm giving this a pass mark of likely to be fit to replace the GoPro under certain conditions. Hope you've enjoyed the video.